are the Lakers considered serious contenders?
I have to wait till March 15th to see how the team's going to be. So I would want to say yes if they do go and they improve their record. And right now they're tied for first in the Pacific Division with the Clippers. So what a world, how the world turns. Clippers are actually a good team. But no, this is not a Clippers podcast, it's a Lakers podcast. Anyways, but if the Lakers
not yet.
Wait till they win the championship. Yeah. So Chris Paul, no. But yeah, I think they are a legitimate contender. Whether or not I think they could beat the Thunder, make a deep run, remains to be seen until we know for a fact who's going to be on the team, who's not going to be on the team. So I guess come March 15th, we're going to find out who's Kobe going to war with. Is he going to war with Pau Gasol and Bynum, or just Bynum and some other pieces around him? So, but I like this team though. They are good. They just need a couple of moves here and there, and it should be legitimate. I mean, it's a lockout season. So it's a shortened season. So standings don't really mean anything right now. It's all about getting to the playoffs.
And it's going to be interesting to see who they're going to war against. The Clippers have been rumored to their own sort of trade rumors. Portland is talking about...
Donald Sterling, please, come back. What are you doing making good basketball moves? What are you doing?
What a world.
What's going on?
What a world. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the landscape of the NBA changes, especially in the Western Conference. And then I think fans will be able to make a more educated decision on who really is going to be there at the end of the...
Yeah, I think come March 15th, Lakers fans are going to be able to stand back and say, all right, this is our team. We're gonna make some noise or we're not gonna make some noise. But I think you gotta wait till March 15th to we find out what's gonna be our team. Is this gonna be our team, or we're gonna have other pieces that we have to fit in? Who is the favorite to come out of the West?
I'm gonna say the San Antonio Spurs.
Really?
Yes, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the San Antonio Spurs. I don't know who half of the players on the Spurs are because they're out of the D League.
I don't even think Popovich knows half the team.
Popovich doesn't know the first names of his players, I would imagine. But they're looking pretty well. Richard Jefferson is the West Coast Vince Carter, but he's putting up good percentages from three.
This is in 2003.
And this is in 2000. It definitely is in 2003 for Richard Jefferson. It's more like 2015, but he's shooting the ball well. He's shooting a pretty high percentage. Tim Duncan is having a better year than he had last year.
That's my favorite player besides
fundamental.
Yeah.
Tony Parker is having just as good of a year as many of the top point guards in the league. It's a very underrated player. He's having a very underrated season. I think the Spurs have it.
And Ginobili is not. Well, he's hurt. He came out of injury. So, but if he could stay healthy, I really have a legitimate shot. And I love Popovich. Sometimes I wish Mike Brown can do what he does and just sit his players down and he's, you know what, we're gonna give up a game. Really is gonna throw it and lose by 40. And he doesn't care if they're on a 12-game winning streak. But I actually think it's gonna be the Oklahoma City Thunder though. I like Westbrook. I like Durant. The 1-2 punch. And they have James Harden. They have Serge Ibaka. And they also have what's his name, Perkins, so that's a pretty good guy as well. And they have Nick Collison, the glue guy of the team. I like that young team. I think this is their year right now. They're young, they're fresh, they're hungry. Kevin Durant's a stud. He's only 23 years old and he's probably one of the best players right now in the league. And I think he has that will to win and he wants to win. And I can see it in him that he wants it bad. I just like Kevin Durant and Westbrook going up against going up against the Spurs. I don't think the Spurs have quite enough to take it.
Just as a subtopic, can the Lakers beat any of these two teams in a 7-game series?
Yes. No, I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I think so. Well, I don't know. I mean, the Oklahoma City Thunder, although I pick them, they still have a lot to prove. They haven't made it ever to the finals. I mean, they went last year and they lost to Dallas. San Antonio, some people giving it out that Ginobili got hurt, which is why they lost to Memphis. But Memphis is also a dark horse in this whole playoffs. But I don't know. Ginobili, I want to say Ginobili has to just remain healthy, but that's been a concern as well. He's always been hurt. So the style that he plays basketball with is one that gives him a high degree to always getting hurt. So if he can remain healthy and stay on, I'll give him a shot. But I don't think about the new guys that they have. I mean, was it Leonard, one of those random guys is on the team that makes a difference in the game?
Yeah, Green.
I don't know who all these players are, but they've never been in the playoffs. They've never been in this situation. The Thunder, at least, you've seen them progress. In the first year they were there in the playoffs, they faced the Lakers, and they lost in the first time. It was a tough 6 game. The next year, they went to the Western Conference Finals against Dallas, who just was on a hot streak and weren't going to lose to anybody eventually. So
Well, yes. These teams, especially the Thunder, appear to have no weaknesses right now. They have.
I don't know about that. I think they do have some weaknesses, but
experience,
and also I don't know how much I trust Daquan Cook. I know he won a 3-point shootout a couple of years ago, but I would like them to at least make one more move to get another shooter on that, because I think their best lineup is when they have Durant, Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka.
Definitely.
And either you have Daquan Cook as a 3-point shooter right there hanging out when he's wide open when Westbrook or Durant's drive. But I think you will get like a Ray Allen or someone of that caliber where he's wide open, he's knocking down threes. It will scare teams away. Sometimes Westbrook, Durant, it's a scary duo. With Harden, that's a legitimate team.
Legitimate team.